Welcome back everyone, Zeke here for the third and final episode in this in-depth look at the Destiny 2 beta. In this particular episode we're going to be looking at the multiplayer sections, so the competitive and the quick play modes awarded in the Destiny 2 beta. Of course, if you haven't seen our previous episodes where we go over the single player as well as the general overview, I would thoroughly recommend you checking them out. And of course, if you have any comments, suggestions or feedback for this video, please leave them in the comments section below. Of course, if you do enjoy this video, leaving a like, comment, share or subscribing is absolutely wonderful. So we're jumping straight in now to the competitive aspect of this, so it is going to be the new control game mode. I have heard a little bit about this. This is regarding sort of a quick point capture game mode, which is 4v4, which is something that is completely new to the Destiny 2 beta. Of course, for this I have gone the Hunter class, which is one that I utilised quite a bit in the previous Destiny game. And as you can see there, we got 2 hunters and it looked like a Titan there. So it's quite nice that already they give you a little bit of a look at your team. As you can see there, we've still got our abilities and everything, and a little couple of indicators there of different points that map the market just ahead of us. So I'm sort of guessing this is going to be sort of those are the 2 points that they could potentially do stuff with, and we're obviously going to have to defend that. Of course, you do have your indicator on the top of the screen there regarding enemy locations and everything, and that was such a sloppy grenade shot by me. Okie dokie. One thing I have noticed so far about this beta is that if you're not sort of running around with a submachine gun or an auto gun or even the hand cannon, you are sort of going to lose most of the fights, and that is one thing that Bungie have turned around and said that they're going to try and fix and try and keep an eye on. This whole idea about the guns being uneven. Obviously we did see that quite a lot in Destiny 1, so it is quite nice to see that they've done that. Okay, of course we get some childish people there already teabagging the objectives, which can go without saying, and of course other things that have already been brought to the attention of Bungie through this beta, and especially regarding the online modes, are grenade damage and cooldown indicators. So obviously, as you can see, use the grenades in the first round and it still hasn't come back or respawned at the second. Obviously the purple indicators being our special ammo, so I will try and pick some of that up as we go along. So this game mode definitely awards a teamwork, and you've got to try and stay with your team. Obviously with the 4v4 it's going to be a lot easier to defeat people if you are walking around in a team rather than running and gunning on your own. I was just there defusing the charge with him. Obviously it didn't seem to make any difference to that, but we definitely tried, and fortunately just by the looks of it, stealing that kill from my other teammate. It's nice to see that they give you a little bit of a breakdown. Not so worried about Ks to Ds on this particular game mode. It does just seem that the way to win this countdown is to either set and explode a charge or defeat the enemy team completely. That doesn't sound exactly that hard, and from what I've seen so far in these 2 rounds, it isn't going to be the most difficult thing to do, especially if everyone's going round together. Of course, after a set amount of time you can actually revive your teammates, and that indicator is shown by the sort of death icon. You can see we've got 6 seconds left now to revive my teammate, so I'm just going to wait here a second and see if we can't get that. Okay, so that brings a nice intriguing thing. That's not a permadeath thing. You get a teammate up, they can continue the fight. Of course that does work out the other way with enemies as well, and seems to have just got him there. So all players defeated. So as long as they don't have an active charge going on, that signifies the end of the round straight away there. This is definitely a fast-paced game mode, making use of that 4v4. You've got to think a little bit tactically with the 2 areas Do all your team go and rush to one area, try and keep it locked down, or do you split yourself up 2v2 in different areas? It's an interesting thing to look at. Of course, nothing seems to be given for kill streaks or avoiding death through the round, so there's no sort of unevenness there, which is nice to see. And unfortunately, one of my teammates just running in there quite nonchalantly and being killed just round that corner. Looks like another one died behind me and I have no idea why. Of course, a nice audible beep there, knowing that a charge has been set. And it's very nice when the enemy just slides towards me and decides he wants to die. So we're going to hurry up, defuse that charge as quick as we can, and there we go. I was hoping that wasn't going to blow me up, but we get an extra point for that, so it is a 3-1. I honestly do not know what the score goes up to, so I don't know if this is you need to get a certain point lead or whether or not it is a set point, i.e. get to 7 for example. I also do notice there is a countdown timer on the top of the screen now. We've got 1 minute 16. I'm going to be paying close attention to that in the coming moments to see if that is a signifying a wave, so one turn of it, or whether or not that is referring to something else. I'm guessing it's per wave, because otherwise this would be rather slow or quick, shall I say, either way. So we're going to go ahead and set the charge there. I'm guessing this is going to be all over with the next death. Yeah, there we go. Of course you do get skull icons, I've just noticed that in the top of the screen to give a quick indication of who's dead on theirs or your team, so that's always quite nice. And there we go, it seems like the time has gone up to 1 minute 30, so this really is focused on the quickness of the game. It seems like you've only got a minute and a half per each of the singular rounds to go ahead, set the charges and try the best, which is good. It means that you're not engaging this out in a long, prolonged firefight or trying to be overly stealthy towards other people. So I'm just waiting for this special weapon ammo to drop now, and they have also come along and said they will try and increase the drop rate of this ammo. Obviously they're not going to make it too plentiful that everyone gets it and everyone can kill everyone with, and that was quite surprising. He managed to melee me, and I'm just very luckily getting the shotgun blast on him and taking him down at the same time. They have turned around and said with the special ammo as well that it's going to be near to everyone's spawn points as well, obviously making it easy for a member of your team to run out and grab it and hopefully turn the tide of the battle. Of course, at the minute this is one of the 2 modes that are available in the beta. Of course we do have the other game mode which I will be trying out just after we finish this one. I'm going to activate the golden gun, which I think is a bit silly because I don't think I'm going to get to anyone in time. Nope. So a little bit of a wasted special for me. That would have been pretty good if I got it though. Pretty sweet if I do say so myself. So we are now just getting to the end of this round. They've got 2 guys left, and I don't suppose that's going to last quite long. Nope. As I said, must have probably jinxed it, unfortunately there. And there we go, round 1, or the round has been won, so it's 5-2. So I have no idea what it's going to go up to. And of course, after we finish this, we will be going to the control game mode then, as I said, available in the Destiny 2 beta. Of course, don't forget this still is available then for the next few days. We did have a little bit of an extension on the beta, so this is quite intriguing to see. And of course, get ready for the full game release on the 8th of September 2017 there. That should be quite nice and intriguing to see. So this is seemed to be quite a quick match there. They've just got 1 guy left, and of course you do have notifications by the ghosts to let you know things, so such as a charge has been planted, or you know there's only 1 guy left. I think I'm going to try and defuse this one. So far all my teammates have managed to defuse it before me. And there we go, got the defusal off, excuse me, just before the enemy killed me. And there we go, defeat him, got a new weapon, so that's nice to see. And 6-2 there being the score, and I'm guessing the end of that, because that's a new screen for us. There we go, so the match is over, 6-2 victory. Of course now it's going to return us to orbit so we can reselect what we want to do, either the strike or the two competitives. With this I have completely ignored the strike. I'm going to let people decide what they want about that. As I said, this is just an overview of the multiplayer aspects of this, the competitive multiplayer aspect should I say. So we're going to jump straight now into the other game mode and see what that's all about. I'm guessing it's going to be more like a team deathmatch or capture the flag based on what I've heard and how they've sort of marketed this. And of course keep an eye out for Destiny 2 when it launches. So there we have it, we've selected the Crucible Quick Play Competitive Multiplayer, going now to the control, just waiting for the other Guardians to be brought in, and of course it has kept this whole ship entrance thing from the previous Destiny, and we're looking at the Endless Veil this time. I believe this is a completely new map, and of course Destiny 2 has said there will be 10 new maps, as well as other locations for you all to explore, as well as a PlayStation exclusive until fall of 2018. So by the first quick look off, it does look like they've brought back the basics from the last game with this point-based attack and defend. Obviously we did see the same game mode in Destiny, and always best to run straight into an enemy. Always brilliant. So of course the more zones that you hold, the quicker your points go up. Of course points are awarded for deaths, sorry, for kills as well. Be a bit weird if you got points for deaths. Everyone just be jumping off the map then. So there we go. So we're so far equalising, or bringing us back shall I say. 3-6, 5-7 now. Honestly thought I would have had him, but never mind. It's also quite nice that as soon as you spawn you are shielded for a couple of seconds there, so just make sure that no one's spawn camping on you. And also very intriguing to see that once you die it gives a little bit of information about your opponent and what gun they were particularly using. That's just shown on the left hand side. The gun icon as well as the gun's name. Of course, even though we did announce this in a previous video, Bungie have come in and announced that each of the guns will have sort of the same stats, so not having to worry so much about relying on the random gun generator or the random loot drops to get the best particular weapon. And as you can see there, that guy killed me with the better Devil's hand cannon, so that's quite intriguing. More impact on the zones now. Of course, the more zones that you capture, the quicker the score goes up for your team, and then the quicker obviously you could win. I had no idea where he went or where he was going then, so just firing around blindly in a nice circle.
Zone B lost. You captured Zone A. You have advanced.
And as well, you get points for excuse me, gaining a zone with teammates. And of course I think one of the things that they may have to do with regards to the multiplayer is sort out these shields that can be dropped by one of the classes. I think they're a little bit too effective. I know that's a weird thing to sort of bring a concern about, but I know they do sort of act as bullet sponges and can take a lot of damage before that passes through, and I think that might just lessen the enjoyment of it. I think as well, at one stage he had that in one of the main areas, so we couldn't pass through it, so maybe that's why they put them in, to give a bit of a chokehold and create choke points. I'm sorry if I sound a bit weird today as well. My throat's sort of really sore today, so if you hear me sort of wheezing or taking a moment to take a drink, I do apologise. I was quite annoyed then that the knife that I clearly hit on that guy didn't do as much damage as, say, one of the grenades or one of the particular weapons. Of course, you don't want it to be an instant kill, but you do want it to take a sizable chunk off their health, armor, or damage. No, health, armor, or shields. It does appear that the specials are going to remain as one-hit kills, which is obviously can be expected. Everyone has those. Everyone has the ability to earn them, gain them, and use them at whim. So that's okay. Actually, it's becoming more fast-paced now. Quite a lot of narrow walkways, quite a lot of ways to flank your opponent and get round on them, and to get to those areas that might hurt. Oh, for a second, and I thought he was just going to dance then, but it seems like he's set up a shield in that area. See, with them they have two options. They have the shorter shields, which they can crouch behind, or the larger shields that they can stand behind, and as you can see right there, he was quite safe. He stayed behind that shield. He could have come around on us, we could have come around on him as well, theoretically, but it's quite nice. And you can see that they seem to be pulling this back now. We've got 51 to 44. Oh, there we go. And fair enough then. Dawnblade being used to take us out there. So it's going to be one of those. Obviously with those kills then, they have got the other two zones, so it is going to be a close match now. I saw the score that 51-52. Oh no, 52-56. So I think they may have just taken this and ebbed the victory away from us with the careful use of some of their supers and being able to capture those objectives. Also noticed throughout playing this as well that looking down sights for your weapons actually does remove the map indicator in the top left. So it does make it a little bit harder to know where your enemies are, but of course if you are aiming down sights, theoretically you should know where your enemies are. But that is just me. Pulling this ever so slowly back just through the kills there. Gonna try our best, capture these zones. Oh, that is one of ours. Should probably move in a little bit closer. Oh, he's got the sentinel shield. Nope, 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 just please die. No, stop chasing me. Stop it. Yes, it's one of those. I've got a bit, come at me. There we go, you're dead. I thought that was an enemy. There we go, we just managed to take that zone, and unfortunately they come at us from both sides there, taking us out. It appears that we may have reached the score limit, just looking at those progression bars at the top there, just above the point totals. 63-74 so far, and of course they're going to try their hardest to claim them. I have no idea what happened there. I think as I shot him, he killed him, and then he dropped him. Fortunately, it seems like 75 is the score limit there, and that is going to be the end of this video, having taken a look at both these game modes. If you got the chance to play the Destiny 2 beta, let me know which of the game modes was your favourite and why, and of course, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please don't hesitate to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a lovely day.